You guys are just future diplomats. The most diplomatic answers. Great responses here. Zhao, take the bait. Tell me, does the UN climate conference matter? You cover European renewables names, and you also take a little bit of look on things happening in Latin America. Does any of this stuff matter in your mind?
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with them. Uh, I'd say it's no longer about the ESG side of things. I mean, if you look at the last 2 years, when renewables were growing super fast and the returns didn't seem to be there, and they were leveraging up, they got hammered in the market. And now that they've corrected that and the fundamentals look better, they are doing better.
How would you characterize what we heard from Solar Edge?
Sure. I mean, so they haven't really been profitable since 3Q23. I think their turnaround is gaining traction. Their gross margin nearly doubled, and 4Q guidance is ahead of consensus. They're calling for 19 to 23% versus 18 from consensus. They're likely going to be in the red through at least part of next year, but I think there is a turnaround story gaining traction there.
Orsted reported underlying EBITDA decline of roughly 30%. Year over year, which brings the 9-month run rate to roughly 17 billion Danish kroner. Although the company reaffirmed its 24 to 27 billion kroner guidance, we think that still looks very ambitious. And that's given obviously that they will have to make up for this 31% year-over-year decline in 3Q, which was, in part largely in part driven by weak wind speeds.
Maybe to hit a few other names. Suncor reported after market yesterday, and one of the large Canadian oil sands producers. They're up about 5% this morning. They had a very strong set of operational metrics. So, record upstream production, record refinery throughput, all ultimately culminating for them to have an EPS beat of, we regularly see big moves in the wind and solar space, but a 5% move is pretty notable for one of the sort of oil type names.